Hello, dear students. Today we are going to discuss our next poem, Lord Ullein's Daughter. Lord Ullein's Daughter is a poem composed by Sir Thomas Campbell. Thomas Campbell was born in Glasgow, Scotland in 1777. The poem is one of the Campbell's most well-known work. It was written after his visit to the Isle of Mull in Scotland. The setting of the poem is the Isle of Alva, which lies near the Isle of Mull, just off northwestern highland coast of Scotland. The poem also mentions Lochagill, now called Loch na Kail, which lies to the south of Alva and extends into the Isle of Mull. Lochagill is one of the Scotland's many sea loch or narrow inlets of the sea with yew cliffs on either side that extend far inland on its northwestern coast. The hero of this poem is Chieftain or the chief of Clan of Alva. A Scottish clan is a tribe of people who descends from the common ancestor or have a common surname. A clan is usually situated in a particular geographical area. The poem is about how the chieftain and his beloved tried to flee from her father, Lord Ullain. Lord Ullein's Daughter is a ballad. A ballad is a poem that narrates a story. This ballad tells the story of tragic love. Now, the poem's line. A chieftain to a highlands bound cries, Boatman, do not tarry, and I will give thee a silver pound to row us o'er the ferry. Now who be ye would cross Lochagill this dark and stormy weather? Oh, I am chief of Alva's Isle, and this Lord Ullein's daughter. And fast before her father's men 3 days we have fled together, for should he find us in the glen, my blood would stain the heather. His horsemen hard behind us ride. Should they our steps discover, then who will cheer my bonny bride when they have slain her lover? Out spoke the hardy, hardland way. I will go, my chief, I am ready. It is not for your silver bride, but for your winsome lady. And by my word, the bonny bird in danger shall not tarry. Oh, though the waves are raging wide, I will row you over the ferry. By this the storm grew loud apace, the water wrath was shaking, and in the scowl of heaven each face grew dark as they were speaking. But still as wilder blew the wind, and as the night grew drearer, adown the glen rode armed men, their trampling sounds nearer. Oh, haste thee, haste, the lady cries. Though tempest round us gather, I will meet the raging of the skies, but not an angry father. The boat had left a stormy land, a stormy sea before her, when, oh, too strong for human hand, the tempest gathered over her. And still they rode amidst the roar of waters fast prevailing. Lord Ullain reached this fatal shore, his wrath was changed to wailing. For so dismayed, through storm and shade, his child he did discover. One lovely hand she stretched for aid, and one was around her lover. Come back, he cried in grief, across this stormy water, and I will forgive your Highland chief, my daughter, oh my daughter. 'Twas vain, the loud waves lashed the shore, return or aid preventing. The waters wild went over his child, and he was left lamenting. Now, let's understand what this poem is about. The chieftain of the Isles of Alva and the daughter of Lord Ullain fall in love. However, Lord Ullain opposes their relationship, so the couple decide to run away. They decide to head to the highlands of Scotland, for which they need to cross Lochagill, an inlet of the sea between the islands of Alva and Mull. However, the sky is dark and stormy, and the waters of the Lochagill are extremely rough. The chieftain offers a silver pound to a boatman to take them across Loch Agill. The boatman is surprised that they want to travel in such stormy weather. The chieftain explains the situation to the boatman. He and his beloved are being chased by Lord Olin and his men. If the men find the couple, they will surely kill the chieftain. Lord Olin's daughter urges the boatman to hurry as she would rather face the stormy sea than her angry father. The boatman, a hardy Highlander, agrees to take them across the raging waves. He says he is not greedy for the money, but he would like to help chieftain and the lady. As the boat ventures into the sea, the weather worsens, the wind howls and the sky turns ominously dark. The storm rages all around. The lady urges the boatman to row faster, for she would rather face the storm than her furious father. But the storm is too powerful and the boat is engulfed. Lord Olin and his men arrive at the scene. He sees his daughters stretching out a hand for help. His other hand is around his beloved chieftain. Lord Olin's anger turns to grief. He cries out to his daughter to return. He says he will forgive his beloved, the chieftain. Alas, it's too late. The boat can't return, nor can any help reach it in such fierce weather. The boat sinks, drowning his daughter. Lord Olin is left helpless and wailing. Let's take a closer look at the main character of the poem. Let's discuss it one by one. Lord Olin is a dominating and controlling. He is furious because his daughter has gone against his wishes and eloped with Chief of Alva. He and his man chase the young couple to prevent them from being together. In spite of being dominating, Lord Olin loves his daughter. He is completely shattered when he sees the sinking boat and his daughter's hand is stretched out for help. Lord Olin's daughter is attractive and charming. She is afraid of her father, so she urges the boatman to take them quickly across the Loch Agill, even though the storm is growing. Lord Olin's daughter loves the chief immensely. She defies her father and runs away with the chief. She ultimately loses her life to be with the man she loves. The chieftain of the Isles of Alva loves Lord Olin's daughter. Though his life is in danger, he still elopes with Lord Olin's daughter. He knows he may be killed, but he is more worried about his beloved well-being. Now, the boatman. The boatman is a sturdy man from the highland or the mountainous part of Scotland. He is not motivated by money. He agrees to row them across Loch Agill so that Lord Olin's daughter is saved from danger of father's approaching horsemen. He is brave. He is aware of the danger of the rowing boat in the storm. Yet he decides to help the couple. Now, the ballad Lord Olin's daughter is a story of love and loss. The young couple know that Lord Olin will try to keep them apart. They are willing to risk their lives to be together. Tragically, they remain together but lost their life. This ballad highlights how love is enduring. The chieftain and Lord Olin's daughter are willing to face anything to be together. Even when the boat is sinking, the young lady has her arm around her beloved. Their love ensures that they are united in death. Ultimately, Lord Olin's love for his daughter prevails over his anger when he realizes his daughter's life is in danger. He is willing to forgive the chieftain. The ballad shows how anger destroys. If Lord Olin had not been chasing the couple furiously, then they probably would not have met their ultimate death. Thomas Campbell has chosen words carefully and create a powerful visual imagery of sea storm. A stormy sea before her, when oh too strong for human hand, the tempest gathered over her, and still they rode amidst the roar of water fast prevailing, the water wild went over his child. These lines paint a mental picture of how the storm burst and how the boat eventually capsized. The poet has used alliteration, that repeating the initial sounds of consonant words such as bonny bird, stormy sea, human hand, and water wraith to create a poetic effect. Water and skies are personified in lines. The water wraith was shaking, and in the scowl of heaven, each face grew darker as they were speaking. The inanimate things, water and skies, have been attributed the human qualities of shrieking and scowling. Repetition has also been used in the poem. Words such as haste, come back, and my daughter have been repeated for poetic effect. The word story is used 4 times in the poem. Story would refer to the turbulent weather. It could also refer to the uproar in Lord Olen's house over the elopement of the young couple. Stormy sea could literally mean the tempestuous water. It could also indicate the inner turmoil of the young couple as they are faced with the difficult choice of confronting Lord Olen on land or risking their lives by crossing the violent sea. Finally, across the stormy weather could mean the wild waters across which neither Lord Olen nor his daughter could travel. It could also refer the strange relationship between father and daughter which Lord Olen was hoping to mend. So my dear students, the poem succeed in bring out the turmoil, not just in nature, the raging sea and sky, but also in the emotions of the characters, the lovers and Lord Olen. That's all about the poem Lord Olen's Daughter. Thank you and goodbye.